Chapter 1, Part 3. Moral versus non-moral values. In this video, we're going to be able to distinguish the moral realm from various non-moral realms by the end of the video. You'll be able to define the non-moral realm of etiquette, law, and the prudential realm and explain how they're different from the moral realm. And you'll be able to give examples of prescriptive claims and value claims from each of the three non-moral realms that we're going to consider. Moral claims are only one of several different kinds of normative claims. Remember that a normative claim is a claim that involves a standard or norm that allows the claim to be used for evaluation. This means that it's possible to make claims that have a measure, but that are not necessarily moral claims. We call the different areas these claims cover normative realms. Now, the four different normative realms that we'll consider, of course, the first, the moral realm, the realm of etiquette, the realm of law, and the prudential realm. There can be both prescriptive claims and value claims in each of these realms. The realm of etiquette has to do with what is acceptable social behavior. So the claim, Kevin shouldn't noisily slurp his soup, is a prescriptive claim about etiquette. Everyone in that family is polite. This is a value claim about etiquette. So think for a second of an example of a claim from the realm of etiquette. Is the claim that you came up with a prescriptive claim or a value claim? So if it's a prescriptive claim, it includes what someone should or ought to do. And if it's a value claim, it's associating a value with the person or the action. Now, law resembles the moral realm more closely than any other normative realm. For example, both moral and legal standards prohibit murder or stealing. Many moral values are mirrored by legal values. For example, justice and equality are both moral and legal values in our society. However, law and morality differ in important ways. Laws are created by civil authority and only hold in certain jurisdictions. So a law in Oregon may not hold in Ohio. An example of this might be the legalization of marijuana in Oregon, right? This is a law that holds in Oregon, marijuana is legal, but doesn't hold in Ohio, where marijuana is illegal. Laws also come and go out of existence at definite times. Moral values and prescriptions, I think we generally think are much more timeless, right? Meaning that they're not indexed to a particular time or place. Also, there are important legal prescriptions that have no moral basis at all. For example, laws about driving on the left or the right side of the street. These are laws, but they're not related in any way to morality. So what's an example of a legal claim that you can come up with? All right. Now, the prudential realm deals with claims about what is in our own best self-interest, what contributes to our well-being, or what is prudent. This is why it's called the prudential realm, after prudence. It includes claims about things like health, personal safety, and so on. A lot of the time, things that are in our own self-interest may appear to be too obvious to be worth mentioning. So, often, prudential claims are expressed as simple prescriptive claims because they end up holding for most people. So, for example, everyone should brush their teeth daily. However, sometimes prudential claims only hold in certain circumstances. So, for example, the claim, if you want to do well in your new job, then you should ask questions, right? It doesn't apply to people who are not in a new job. Prudential claims are most clearly expressed using an if-then form. If you want healthy teeth, then you should brush daily, right? And we see the should in there giving us a prescription about what we ought to do. But notice that this isn't a moral claim, right? It's a claim about something that's in our own best self-interest, right? Wanting healthy teeth should lead us to want to brush daily. Notice that although prudential claims express what's in your own best interest, not following a prudential claim isn't immoral. So if I don't brush my teeth, I'm not breaking the moral law, right? But yet we can still coherently say that I should brush my teeth, right? Most notably, if I want my teeth to be healthy. So if you don't brush your teeth daily, it may be bad for my teeth health, but it's not immoral. Now, why does this matter? Why do the other prudential realms matter? Why do the other normative realms matter? And why do we need to be careful to distinguish them from the moral realm? Well, often when we're investigating good and bad, or right and wrong, as we're going to be doing a lot in this class, our analysis may interact with claims from non-moral normative realms. However, we want to be careful to be aware when this is happening so that we don't end up being misled, right? We don't want to think that claims from other non-normative realms carry the force of moral claims, okay? So, for example, if I ask you why you think that stealing is wrong and you say, because stealing is against the law, notice that your analysis is missing an important step. You actually hold a hidden moral principle. Something like doing things that are against the law are wrong. And your moral reasoning might look something like this. Stealing is against the law. Doing things that are against the law is wrong. This is your moral principle. So stealing is wrong. But look, who cares? Don't I end up in the same place, right? Stealing is wrong. Isn't that the same? Well, look, one reason we might care is that most people think it's good for their moral principles to be consistent. If I, in fact, hold the moral principle that doing things that are against the law is wrong, right? Presumably, I want to make sure that I consistently apply this principle. However, if I also speed when I drive to work, and I don't think that this is wrong, I need something to explain why this is, given my previous moral principle. So notice that I can do this in a bunch of different ways. And one way might be to make my moral principle more precise. Maybe instead of doing things that are against the law is wrong, what I actually meant was doing things that are against the law that hurt other people is wrong. Right? This would allow for stealing to still be wrong, but speeding on my way to work to be not wrong. Okay? Now look, this new moral principle that doing things that are against the law that hurt other people is wrong may have problems of its own, but notice that we don't even get to have this conversation if we mix up claims from the legal and moral realm by thinking that stealing is wrong because it's against the law, right? Notice that when we thought that stealing was wrong because it was against the law, there was a moral claim hiding out in there, right? And that's why it's important to be aware, at least it's one of the reasons why it's important to be aware of other normative claims, is because they're very easily mixed up with moral claims. And when we do that, it messes up our analysis. We want to focus only on moral claims, not other normative claims. All right, to review, what's the difference between the moral realm and the realm of etiquette, the realm of law, and the prudential realm? Define the realm of etiquette, the realm of law, and the prudential realm, and give an example of a claim from each realm. Give an example of a prescriptive claim and a value claim from each of the three non-moral realms.